بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Sunday class, lesson number 39, basic religious teaching. You have to become the noble children of your parents. Dear children, today indeed you are a child, but you will not always remain children. Yes, one day you will have to grow into a great person. All the distinguished and respected people you see around you, no matter which field they are in, were once children too. Children do not remain children forever. After a few years, they grow up. Remember, merely growing older in age does not make a person great, not just being tall in stature proves greatness. Rather, a truly great person is one who uses his abilities in the right way and on the right path. Children, try to understand carefully that every child possesses abundant potential that can help him become a great person. And all those abilities already exist within. Abilities are present within every person, though they may not be visible during childhood. However, some sign of talent may be seen in the child. The real point is that this potential present in everyone becomes evident only when it is utilized. Dear children, this time of your life is meant to understand these abilities, to make use of them, and to bring excellence into them. This is a time of hard work and effort. Children, you need to recognize your abilities. Remember that knowing your strength is a key factor in achieving success. If you aspire to great success in life, if you want to be the great son or daughters of great parents, and if you wish for remarkable success, then you must discover those abilities within you that Allah has hidden inside. It is as if your father has hidden a treasure for you but has not given you the key. Instead, he tells you that he has hidden a treasure for you and placed the key somewhere, and that you need to find it through your own efforts. Once you find the key, the treasure will be yours. This is exactly how Allah's arrangement is. He has hidden treasures of abilities within you. With these abilities, you can become an exceptional person for your country and a shining light for your community. Now, it is your responsibility to find those abilities that Allah has placed within you. Dear children, this is your time as a student, the period during which you should strive to understand and discover your abilities. You will find these abilities in the midst of your activities and the work you are engaged in. Remember, every person has at least one unique talent or ability. Yet, some people stay stuck where they are, unable to benefit from these abilities, remaining in darkness despite the light within. Some children recognize their potential from an early age, while others go through life, even reaching old age, without even understanding their talents. This way, their life is wasted. You must not waste your life. Each year, each month, each week, each day, each hour, and even each minute, and even each second of yours is precious. Learn to make the best use of your time. For those who use time wisely, see their abilities lead them to success. Within a few years, they can become great individuals in their state, country, or even the world. If you become aware of your abilities and talent in your childhood, and if you truly understand your full potential, then when you step into the practical world with this awareness and make timely efforts to utilize these abilities, your youth will welcome you in such a way that people will look at you and think, if there is an ideal person, it should be like this. If there is ideal youth, it should be like this. A person whose capabilities and qualities are appearing just by looking at him. Dear children, if you intend to achieve something commendable in your life and have the courage to accomplish something, then decide right now that whatever work you undertake, you will do it wholeheartedly. To bring any work to a success end, you need to enhance the natural abilities that Allah has given you and make them shine even brighter. Always remember that Allah has a plan for you to do something good with the abilities He has placed within you. So choose a significant field for yourself and advance in it. Once you start moving forward, you should not stop at any point. Dear children, always remember that achieving exceptional success in any field of life requires knowledge and skills. This period of your life, childhood and the early phase of youth, is dedicated to acquiring this knowledge. The more depth you have in your knowledge and the wider your understanding, the more progress you will make later in life. You should also focus on trade. Trade strengthens your economy, but for a strong business foundation, you need to be strong in knowledge and skills. Therefore, keep your education solid. Your knowledge should be deep rooted. You should have full confidence in your knowledge and should learn everything you study truly and effectively. Dear children, decide today that you will become a great and noble person, and to achieve these, be prepared to do whatever it takes. The hard work, efforts, and dedication you invest in today will benefit you when you grow older. Through the hard work you put in today, you will one day be able to live a life of comfort, peace, and satisfaction. Now, inshallah, we'll explain two verses. The first one, وَعْبُدْ رَبَّكَ حَتَّى يَأْتِيَكَ الْيَقِينَ, and worship your Lord until death comes to you. We should live our life with the resolve that as long as we live, we'll continue to worship our Lord. This should be the duty of a bondsman to worship his true Lord until death. Second verse is, أَقِمِ الصَّلَاةَ لِذِكْرِي, establish the prayer for my remembrance. When a bondsman begins his prayer by saying Allahu Akbar, from the beginning to the end of prayer, he remains in the remembrance of his Lord. The special quality of prayer is that it keeps the bondsman engaged in the remembrance of Allah. To keep remembering Allah, one should continue offering prayer. Now, inshallah, we'll explain two hadiths. لا تأكلوا بالشمال فإن الشيطان يأكل بالشمال. Do not eat with the left hand, for shaitan eats with the left hand. For eating, drinking, and other good acts, one should use the right hand and the right side. Second one is, اقرأوا القرآن فإنه يأتي يوم القيامة شفيعا لأصحابه. Recite the Quran, for it will come on the day of judgment as an intercessor for its companions. If we read the Quran in our lives, it will as a result become our intercessor on the day of judgment. Now, inshallah, we'll start series of the Messenger of Mercy, Muhammad Sallallahu, demise of grandfather Abdul Muttalib. When the final time of Abdul Muttalib came, his only concern who would take care of his orphan child, he called Ayman and said to her, do not neglect or be careless with this son of mine, because the people of the book say that he is the prophet of this ummah. He then called his capable and most worthy son Abu Talib and entrusted the messenger of Mercy Muhammad to his care. Abdul Muttalib passed away at the age of 82 years. At the time of the Messenger of Mercy Muhammad was 8 years, 2 months and 10 days old. When Abdul Muttalib passed away, the Messenger of Mercy Muhammad was standing at his head, shedding tears. When the bier of Abdul Muttalib was being taken to the graveyard, the Messenger of Mercy Muhammad also followed behind. Now, inshallah, we'll explain good morals. Listening to someone's conversation secretly is bad manners. If someone is speaking and we are listening to them, the speaker should know that we are listening to their words. It is not appreciate to listen secretly to someone's conversation. Our Prophet Hadrat Muhammad said, do not eavesdrop and listen to secretly. Listening to conversation secretly causes conflict within home. Listening secretly leads to disputes and the breaking of relationships. Listening secretly can break bounds between relatives and cause misunderstanding. Listening secretly is an unethical act Neither Allah nor His Messenger Muhammad approve of such behavior. Just as stealing someone's wealth is forbidden, listening to someone's conversation secretly is also forbidden. If you are curious to hear someone's conversation, let them know that you are listening. Also think about this. If you are sharing a secret with someone and you find out someone else is secretly listening, would you like it? Obviously, you would feel uncomfortable. If you do not like it, others would not like it either. Therefore, do not try to secretly listen to others' conversation. This is a sin and it is forbidden. Now, inshallah, we'll explain life etiquette, some etiquettes of Ramadan. One should eagerly and enthusiastically await the arrival of Ramadan. Second one should count the days of Shaban in anticipation of Ramadan. Third one, upon sighting the moon, one should recite the following dua: Allahumma ahillahu alayna bil yumni wal imani was salamati wal islami Rabbi wa rabbukallah. The fourth one should show extra kindness and compassion towards their dependents. Note, this etiquette is important at all time, but extra attention should be given to it during Ramadan. Fifth one should increase charitable acts during Ramadan. Sixth one should frequently recite the Kalima Tayyiba and seek forgiveness during Ramadan, while constantly asking for paradise and seeking refuge from hell. Seventh one should devote more time to worship, especially during the last 10 days of Ramadan. Now, inshallah, we'll explain the Shariat issue statement about wells. There are the 5 ways to purify a well. The first one, if impurity falls into the well and the water should be drained to purify it. If a person, pig, dog, goat, 2 cats or any other animal of similar size falls and dies, the entire water must be drained. The third one, if an animal with flowing blood falls and either bloats or bursts in the well, all the water must be removed. Whether the animal is large or small doesn't matter. The fourth one, if a pigeon, chicken, cat, or any animal of similar size falls and dies but does not bloat, then 40 buckets must be drawn from the well. Fifth one, if a rat, bird, or an animal of similar size falls and dies, 20 buckets must be drawn. It is recommended to draw 30 buckets instead of 20 buckets and 60 buckets instead of 40 buckets. Now, inshallah, we'll start morning and evening supplication. When someone does a favor or benefits you, you must say Jazakallah khair. In case of fire, recite Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Repeat this several times. Now, inshallah, we'll start the question answers. Our question, your answer. Are you ready, boy? The first one, what makes an ordinary person a great person? The second one, what must one do in order to accomplish something? The third one, what is the time to understand one's capabilities? The fourth one, what 2 things are necessary for success in any field? The fifth one, what are the periods of childhood and youth to achieve? The sixth one, if you work hard today, what will your future be like? Seventh one, what is the most valuable and important things for a person? Now, fill in the blanks. Today, those who appear to be the great girls were once dash. Ninth one, merely being dash in age is not a sign of being dash. Rather, a person is truly dash if he uses his abilities correctly. 10th one, for strength in train dash in knowledge and skill is essential. 11th one, until we should one worship the Lord. 12th one, for whose remembrance should prayer be established. 13th one, on the day of judgment, who will intercede of whom? 14th one, who did Abdul Muttalib entrust our Prophet Muhammad to at his last moment? 15th, what are the disadvantages of secretly listening to conversation? Please give your answers. Okay, then class is dismissed. I'll see you next Sunday. Barakallahu feek. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.